they're off. And on the outside, My Juliet gets the early lead. On the inside, Bold Forbes into second position.
Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing. Time for a special feature segment today. And yesterday, My Juliet was elected into the Saratoga Hall of Fame, Racing's Hall of Fame up at Saratoga. It's a great pleasure to spend a couple of minutes today with Jim Maloney, who worked as a groom with My Juliet. And Jim, she was off the racetrack a long time ago. There were many of us that thought maybe this day would never come to see her in the Hall of Fame, but it finally arrived.
Yeah, you know, my wife took care of Safely Kept for a while, and after Safely Kept got in the Hall of Fame, I started writing letters to the Hall of Fame because My Juliet was as good, if not better, than Safely Kept. And Tony Black has been pushing for her through, he talks her up all the time on the Steve Bick show. And I guess Steve Haskins took the ball and ran with it, and between all that publicity, she finally got in.
Really a great day for her, a great day for everybody involved with her. We know about her talent on the racetrack. You know her off the racetrack. What was she like?
She was a nice filly. When I started working for Gene, I started in 1975, and I would feed in the mornings. And her stall we were in barn 18, and her stall was stall number 1. And so she would be the first horse I would feed. And I always thought she was so smart because when I would go in to feed her, she would have about 10 or 15 oats left from the night before, almost like, I better save these in case they don't come to feed me some more.
Probably her greatest season, Jimmy, was 76, that she ended up beating Bold Forbes in the Vosburg. Tell everybody about what happened earlier that year when it looked like her racing career might be over.
Well, Gene ran her in the Vagrancy Handicap. George Velasquez rode her on May the 3rd, and she won the race by 2 lengths, and when she came back, she had a fractured cannon bone. So they sent her to New Bolton Center. Dr. Lauren Evans did an operation on her, put 2 screws in the cannon bone, and Gene just trained her like he trained her. I guess she had some time off, but I don't recollect exactly how much. But she was back in the entries here at Keystone at the time on October the 1st in an allowance race, and that was the first time Tony rode her. And she won the race easily and won 10-2 and never missed a beat after that. And there was a TV show called The $6 Million Man back then. There was also one called The Bionic Woman. So whoever gave her the name or whoever labeled her, she became the Bionic Filly. And we had a blanket made with the Bionic Filly on it. She wore it every day cooling out, and she was just a celebrity back then.
And she ended up that season running against that year's Kentucky Derby winner, Bold Forbes, in the Vosburg, which was the race for the Sprint Championship. And Tony Black, as I wrote in Let'sGoRacingParks.com this week, tells this great story about Cordero, who rode Bold Forbes, saying, hey, don't mess anything up in the gate, kid. Now, Tony was just getting started then, and of course, she just ran him right off his feet, won the race easily. Angel ends up claiming foul, and they disqualified Bold Forbes. Tony said that week, Angel had said, you know, they're going to need like a jet airplane to beat her, and of course Tony was on a rocket ship. First horse ever from Parks to be in the National Racing Hall of Fame. That's what's really cool about this, and there better be another one soon by the name of Smarty Jones.
Well, Jim, you probably have stories. We could spend the whole show with you, but thanks for taking a couple of minutes and sharing at least just a little bit of what was maybe one of the, well, not maybe, but one of the all-time greats to ever race here.
Yeah, she deserves the accolades, and like I said, she was just a special horse, and she ran, no matter who the trainer was, who the groom was, or who the jockey was, she just ran her race every time.
Well, Jim, thanks again. And again, what a great honor yesterday, My Juliet into Racing's Hall of Fame.